Now picture yourself as the VP of sales for a global consumer goods company. Your team of tenured salespeople sell their products to big companies who in turn sell to consumers. One of your account executives has identified an extremely large prospect, but the sales process will be long and complex as the prospect has a long-standing relationship with a formidable competitor. Who would you pull onto the opportunity team? The opportunity team should include those people who can move the opportunity forward. The core team and resources will be different for every prospect. In this case, the sales manager knows the prospect and should be included along with an expert from product marketing who's familiar with the competitor. And lastly, the future account manager who will be the lead once the prospect converts to a customer. Today, your team is tackling the Opportunity Analysis Snapshot, which is an exercise that will give the team a strong picture of the current state and a starting point to build their strategy and goals. The exercise helps the opportunity team think strategically about the opportunity while generating immediate action steps to move the opportunity forward. Most importantly, the analysis offers key insights into the prospect's perspective. Here's how it works. Download the Opportunity Analysis Snapshot worksheet, which can be found in the exercise files. Your team starts by putting themselves in their prospect's shoes. They considered how the prospect would view your company's strengths and weaknesses. This outside-in thinking is extremely powerful. After capturing those points of view, the team developed action items to build on the prospect's view of your strengths and actions to minimize the prospect's assessment of your weaknesses. For example, one weakness that was identified was distribution in a remote area where the prospect has a presence. Your team brainstormed ways to minimize this weakness and came up with an idea to partner with a distributor who services the remote area. Next, you encourage the team to stay in their prospect's shoes to figure out possible threats. In this case, the prospect would most likely view making a change in suppliers as risky. This is an important realization for the opportunity team, which leads to a healthy discussion about how you can mitigate the prospect's real or perceived risks associated with change. One practical idea the team discussed was introducing their prospect to a customer who had made a similar change. And they decided to include the future account manager in several key prospect meetings to share information about how the transition and implementation would work. The last element to consider from the prospect's view is the opportunity quadrant. They asked themselves what opportunities might the prospect see in working with your company. This yielded several new ideas for engagement. For example, your company has a high-level key customer program for executives to get together annually to share ideas. Perhaps you could invite your prospect's executive sponsor to participate. Once the team feels comfortable that they have fully explored and analyzed the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats from their prospect's perspective, you instructed them to flip their perspective to analyze the current state of the opportunity using the same model. As a VP of sales, you're proud of the opportunity team's work. At the end of the session, they could see the entire picture from both their perspective and, more importantly, from their prospect's perspective. They agreed on action items to build on their strengths, minimize their weaknesses, capitalize on their opportunities, and neutralize their threats.